We will look like friends that gather together, waiting for an expected end, praising and moving in obedience. That's what it would look like. If only I could erase the past, but he did. When he saved me, reminded me of the cross and Calvary, he did. It's already done. It's already done. It's already done. I see. There is more that require of thee. Will your heart and soul say yes? He said, you can't receive because you won't let go. So everybody for a moment, you just humor the Lord and close your eyes. And whatever that thing is that you're holding on to, I want you to imagine yourself releasing it in God's presence. And the Lord says, I am that I am will give you exactly what you need today. You are still good, Lord. You are still good, Lord. Anybody have to declare that from a heart that he's still good? To worship you, I live to worship you. To worship you, I live to worship. I live to worship you.
All right, here we go. Here we go. Here we go. There we go. Good evening, everybody. Good evening. Thank you all for joining tonight. Oh my goodness. It is almost time for the P3. And on the road to the P3, I have the honor, the extreme pleasure and honor of talking to my sister. And we're going to let God do what he needs to do tonight. Welcome, everybody. Mr. Leonard Reed, thank you, sir. Will you all please share? Will you all please tag? If you know anything about LHG. Uh-oh, I lost my sister. She coming back. If you know anything about me, I am a P3 supporter. 10 toes down, whatever y'all young people say, I stand firm. The Peaceful Poetic Place, as you got a chance to see a little bit of what that entails, the experience is phenomenal. If you've been to the P3, say something in the chat. Welcome, everybody. It is, what's today? Wednesday? Yes, Wednesday, January 14, 2026. Can you believe it is 2026? There's my sister. It's a new year. I've been hearing people use the words transformation, manifest. Some really powerful words have been spoken. And I love that we're going to begin the year with the P3 this first quarter. I'm excited. Welcome. You're no stranger to this platform, but welcome, Ms. Beautiful Thought. Are you muted, sister?
What? Thank you. I was muted. So nice to be here. Yes, 2026, the year of alignment.
That's the word, sister. I used when I first started posting for the year, arise, shine, align. Because this year I'm not pushing up against God's plan no more. That resistance is something else. Speaking of resistance, I just came out of the blizzard
Ugh.
that's going on, and I was literally trying to find traction as I was pulling away from the stoplight. And no matter what I did, I remembered all the rules. Hold the wheel, hold it. Don't panic. The car is doing this. The car is doing a fishtail of Finding Nemo rendition. And I'm like, okay, Lord. I just started calling Jesus. I guess that's probably what I feel like when I'm not in alignment with God.
Yeah. Yeah.
If I can use that as an analogy, Miss Beautiful Thought, I can't get my footing. The vehicle's going every which way but the way it should. I'm not in alignment. Have you ever driven a vehicle that needed an alignment?
Mm-hmm.
When you let the wheel go, it's doing this.
Yes.
It's doing
Yes.
this.
Yes.
You
Yes.
can't seem to get it. A car, a good aligned vehicle should be able to go forward even if your hands are not on the wheel.
Mm-hmm.
It's designed for that. When you're in alignment.
Alignment.
Wow. Wow. Tara J, y'all coming through here. Hi, y'all. Good evening, y'all. Hey, Sonship. Avery is in the house. King Gifted. Y'all follow my son.
Hey.
Hey. All right. Robin Robertson. My sister says she has not been to the P3, but she has seen Natasha Anee, aka Miss Beautiful Thought, numerous times. She's the queen of spoken soul. And I am just happy to have her here. Tara, can alignment, arise, shine, and align. You probably should align before you shine. How about you arise, align, and then you really can truly shine. I'm going to let my sister give us some opening words. I will tell you this, and I will stand on it. The Peaceful Poetic Place was a very important part of my life when I went through several transitions: health, marriage, losing the home. Everything that I thought I held dear, it seemed like it was plucked from me, and my life changed. But by the grace of God, I made it through. But it was being intentional about where I spent my time, being intentional about where the communities that I connected to. Okay. Being intentional about what I spoke. And then when I got to the P3, being intentional about my worship. Unrestrained, release, pour out, so that God could pour in. Y'all better get y'all tickets. It's this Saturday. It's this Saturday. I have to thank you, Miss Beautiful Thought, for your perseverance, your obedience, your push, your wisdom, your heart, the way your heart is postured, because you have such a love for people and you have a nurturing spirit. If you are ever in the community with this sister, she is a cultivator. She knows how to pull things out of you. Maybe you're in a dark place and you don't even realize what God wants to do with you. My sister will say, you know what? Try that. Try this. And you may think, am I going to be okay? Don't worry about that. Don't worry about that. Trust God.
Yes.
Trust his plan. Align and agree with him and what he says about you, and flow. Thank you.
Tonight is you could say it's an anomaly. What's the word when you said like it's that one like extra like you had to be there. I can't think of the word. Epic. Epic.
Oh, epic.
Tonight is
Okay.
epic because not only am I about to cry, It's at the very beginning, and I ain't even saying nothing yet.
That's
But I'm
all
not
right,
making
sis.
myself cry. You are making me cry, and I appreciate you appreciating me. And when you are someone who has the things that you said about me are true. Like, I am not a performative person. I try to show up as my authentic self. Now, I may be uncomfortable in certain situations. And so, yes, in trying to be like Christ, live like Christ, there
Yes.
are times where you have to push your human nature away. But I don't see that as a performance. I see it as striving to be and do better. And so when your kindness, or when your heart is not fully understood for what it is, or like, people misunderstand or whatever,
Yes.
and it's like you're really trying to be pure and sincere and just loving and all that, but yet we are still imperfect. And so even at your best, you are at your worst.
Ooh, my
Even at your
God.
best, you are at your worst, because
Jesus.
we never can measure up to Christ. And when we try to put people in a category of you should be like Christ, no, I'll never be like Christ, but I will be striving to be like Christ. And so within that, grace, mercy, forgiveness, and so anyway, that's in my spirit right now. And so just you appreciating me and showing me who I know that I am, and giving that back to me, that's love. I feel that, and I appreciate that. You said you wanted me to start with some words, and I just have a few little words, because you said push. And I went to a domestic violence shelter today. I'm doing a workshop for 2 weeks. And when I was deciding what I wanted to say and share with them, I talked about depression. And what I saw for the first time within depression was press. And so I highlighted that to them. And I started out with, behind these sighs, I hide cries. I'm ready to help the world navigate the devil's lies, yet I lie in anticipation of my own deliverance, bearing on more than it seems I could or I should. Some of it I asked for, but some I would have never dreamed.
My God. Ooh, my
Press.
God. That is powerful. Wow. Can I ask you why do you think we don't have a more discussion about depression?
Because depression is something that is silent. It's not manic. It's not hyperactive. It's quiet. It's silent. And even those who are going through, and though they may be pushing through it to just show up to work or whatever, and people may not know that they're going through it, you're still being quiet and silent. And we have to intentionally and purposefully have these discussions and check on people, and pay attention to people. And you spoke about community, and it's all about relationships, and it's all about being connected, so that people can notice when something is different. But ultimately, and even, and I shared in my workshop today, is that each individual, we are responsible for ourselves. And so, yes, we do want people to check on us. We expect people to check on us. At the end of the day, though, we are responsible for caring for ourselves. And so I talked about, you need to love yourself better, because we love other people and we often neglect ourselves.
We do.
And so, really, in a nutshell, depression is quiet.
It is. I think people shy away from the conversation because I call it the Gargamel spirit. When you get so spiritual, don't you claim that you ain't depressed? Don't you claim that? And I'm like, well, it is what it is. It is a clinical diagnosis. I have the symptoms of that. I have dealt with it. I'm not pitching my tent in a city called depression, population me.
Oh, only pitch a tent. Don't pitch a home. Don't build a home.
I'm just saying, can I call it what it is? Can I be honest and transparent about what it is? And when I went to the first P3 that I got a chance to go to, I was full to capacity of it. And its cousin is anxiety. First cousins. They mamas and sisters. Okay. Depression and anxiety is his cousins. But I grew up in an era where you do not ever admit to anything like that. Because once you admit it, it's as if your faith is nothing. It's as if you can't be saved. You can't trust God.
You can't claim it. You can't say it because then you'll claim it. And then now it's your fault because you spoke it. Yes. But I'm naming it so I can be delivered from it.
Can I call it what it is?
Let's not like just go around in circles acting like it's not right there in the middle.
It's there. It hurts. And even in its silence, there's a loudness in it too. Like depression isolates. Absolutely. I'm quiet, but it's like
it's encompassing. It's loud in that way. It's a quiet loud, but it's encompassing.
Yes. And it takes over. For me, I would depression and anxiety would creep up like a tarantula crawling up my back. I hate spiders. But it would feel as though this thing was wrapping itself around me. And I am a person that will always promote hashtag Jesus and therapy. Biggie sized for me. Biggie sized for me. No, I'm not ashamed anymore. I can stand and say I am a Christian and I have a therapist. I am a Christian and I have a psychiatrist. I have a Christian and I use these to help preventative maintenance. Even when life is going good, I'm checking in. Life is going good, but sometimes even the good things in life overwhelm you.
That's something people really don't understand.
Ooh.
Even love can be overwhelming.
Come on.
Especially when you come from dysfunction or you come from not being loved properly. It can feel like something's not right.
Yes.
Comfortable in dysfunction.
Yes. And then the guilt. Once you find a place, I'm feeling happy. And then you hear that little voice, you shouldn't be. You ain't got no home.
You don't deserve money.
How dare you laugh? How dare you smile? You should be over there looking for a job. You should be over there. Do not allow the enemy to trick you out of your joy. My joy can't be predicated on money. It can't be predicated on just even what I feel.
On any circumstance. I mean, we get joy out of things, but the basic joy, we should already have that within us.
Yes. I want to read Miss Robbins' response here. Mental disorders are taboo, especially in the Black community, taught to suffer in silence. It's an indoctrinatedness, that's the word, to be quiet. But now, here we are, after all the quiet, some of the quiet that's been going on for generations is catching up now. It's catching up now because now we notice there's mental disorders. There's mental dysfunction because of some of that silence. It's staring us in the face now. What do we do with this now? Nobody taught us to speak. Nobody taught us. What do we do with it?
You know what? I love how, oh my goodness, God is the master conductor. And you know what? I haven't put this out there yet. I made a flyer yesterday. We have a nonprofit that is coming to the P3 that is being highlighted this time. And they are a mental health organization. Wow. And it just hit me how this conversation has been led there. And you didn't even know.
I did not know, sister. I did not
And
know.
They're specifically catered towards artists, towards creatives. And so their modalities are more creative type of modalities. So they're getting a garden, and things like that. And they're going to be using that and integrating that into the therapy and stuff like that. And so I'm excited to be able to introduce them to the P3 and, maybe some people can get connected. And they are licensed clinical therapists, but also understand the mind, body, soul, spirit connection. They're creatives themselves. They are musicians and singers. You know what I'm saying? And so,
Yes.
what better place than to come to the P3 and connect in
Yes.
that way?
And that is because the P3 deals with the totality of the human.
Oh, for sure. Because I've learned that is we are not one. We are three parts, just like the Father, the Son, and the Holy Spirit. We
Mm.
have the mind, which is part of um the spirit,
Mm-hmm.
soul, and body. Well,
Yes.
really, the mind is integrated within, but still, it's still really three parts. And
Yes.
if your mind isn't right, your body's gonna be off. Your
Ooh, talk
body is
about it.
unhealthy and you're sick. Your mind, it's gonna affect your mind. It's gonna affect your emotions. You're not eating properly. Like you can't make the
Yes.
proper hormones and all
Yes.
of that. Like
Connected. It's all
education
connected.
is key to really
Yes.
understand that.
Yes. We have a comment here. My
Yes.
sister Robin says, I am a Christian and I have a Christian therapist. Come on with it then. Come on. My next sister says, I sat in depression for 2.5 years after my son died. Wow. I am just coming out of it. I didn't go to therapy thinking that I could come out of it. I am going to get a therapist. Good for you. Thank you for sharing and being transparent about that. Thank God I am better. Thank God I am better. There were days when I didn't want to live, my God, on the other side of heaven. But God, this is a great conversation. Love you, Miss Arnetta. Thank
Yeah.
you for
Yeah.
that. Thank you for that.
Yeah.
Healing from the rhythms within
Yep.
organization.
Healing from the
Wow.
rhythms
Let me
within.
tell
And I'm
you why
actually
I
on the
went.
board.
Really?
Yeah.
Come on, now put that name back up here. Healing from the rhythms within organization. The name is so powerful. That even the name has a rhythm. I brought up the mental health piece because what I experienced during that time of my life, I felt like I didn't want to go anywhere.
Mm-hmm.
I pushed and I pressed. And my very first P3, all I could do was rock. I rocked
Wow.
and I cried and I rocked. And not tears of sadness, because I literally felt the sadness leaving my
Mm-hmm.
body. The
Wow.
more I have an old church mother rock, I was just
Mm.
rocking. And the tears just, I'm talking from the time we went in and the time the band started playing.
Mm.
This is how the anointing flows. And there's something about live music
Oh
that
yeah.
just is life to me. It's life to me. It's life. January's theme is healed.
Not healing. It's
Healed.
healed. Because even though you may be healing from something, God has healed you from something also. It's healed.
Jesus.
And so even if you don't feel that or see that,
Right.
that is prophetic. You will be. You
It
will be
is.
healed.
It
It's
is
coming.
prophetic. Mm, I like that every P3 I've been to has had a theme that has touched me in such a profound way.
Mm.
And I call tonight's show All Things New. We're in January. This is the time where y'all like to, I'm going to the gym. Y'all go for 30 days and then we don't see y'all no more at the Planet Fitness, the Crunch, the Captain Crunch gym, wherever you're going to get crunchy and fit. January 1. Yeah. I'm not talking New Year's resolution. I'm talking, I want transformation.
Mm-hmm.
I was talking to a friend of mine about bariatric surgery that I had in 2012, and it was a great decision. But there's a myth that the surgery is a cure all. It is not.
Okay.
It is a jump start. It can help you drop hundreds in months. But I got down to the ideal weight and went right back to the old eating habits, right back to the not exercising lifestyle. Worked hard to get to that point and then let myself slide back.
Mm-hmm.
That's what I don't want in my spiritual life. I no longer want to have these diets where I'm reading the word so good and I'm worshiping, woo,
Yeah.
and I'm trying to get that good feeling. Then you slide back into some old habits. You go back to some stuff you should have never got into. You
Mhm,
go back to
mhm.
what God has healed you from, and some people who you know you shouldn't be hooked up to, you slide on back over there, and now you're back to square one. I am ready for total transformation in every area of human life.
Mhm,
That's what
mhm.
this platform has been based on. I talk about the 7 dimensions of wellness. I got that from my therapist. Every part of you, your body, your emotions, your money, your spirit, your job, your relationship.
Relationships.
Come on. All of that is a part of a circle, the circle of life, if you want to
Mhm,
call it that.
mhm.
We got another comment. I had the opportunity to sing at the P3 with my brother Theo. What?
Yes, that's how I know Arnetta from.
Oh
Yep.
my God,
Mhm.
it's a small world. She said, "Oh, what a time we had." Wow.
Yeah, they used to
So
they
you
used to be
already
around a
know
lot.
this?
Mhm. But she's in the, the prior seasons. Like, you got to come to this new season.
Come
Like, it's a
on,
whole
Miss
other
Arnetta.
level.
Come on. So let's talk about this week, the road to the P3. What has this week been like? What has been some of the things you've been focusing on? Just kind of give us that a day in the life on the road to the P3.
Huh. Well, I think I would start off saying that, well, of course, just the logistics as far as like now the band comes to my house to rehearse. That's something very, very new. Um just flowing in the spirit. The bands have
Yes.
never ever rehearsed ever over the 8.5 years. It wasn't until more recently, probably I guess maybe like the last 6 months or so, that they started to begin to rehearse. Um but even if you go back and watch old, you know, videos of prior seasons and stuff like
Mhm.
that, you wouldn't even be able to imagine that they didn't rehearse. But nonetheless, we've been focused on going to a higher level of excellence. And,
Mhm.
and even the audience may see it as, oh, well, it looks the same or whatever. But
Mhm.
we know, like, within our body, within our cohesiveness, within our what we have to think about while we're up there in that flow, it makes it easier, um by doing these extra little things behind the scenes, so
Yes.
that it can free us up more to be focused on the Holy Spirit, which of course we all always do. um but it's just, another level. It's just another level of excellence, and another um way to free up our mind in real time with what's happening, being able to be more present in the moment instead of so
Yes.
much in our head. um, and so that has been great.
Okay.
One of the things is that when I flow in spoken soul, where the band doesn't know what's getting ready to happen, I don't
Right.
know what's getting ready to happen. Nobody
Right.
knows what's getting ready to happen, and
Mhm.
most of the people don't realize we don't know what's about to happen. And so that's been some beautiful organic,
Oh, yes.
pieces and moments, and
Yes.
just dedication back to the Lord in those times. But we're
Yes.
but I'm able to get out of my head more, because I'm not trying to
Mm.
get the band like, okay, like this, I'm not feeling this, and so I'm talking to them and all that. And so we
Mhm.
don't have to do that as much. And that's been really freeing for me.
Okay.
It feels a
Okay.
lot more peaceful for me. So that's a big thing that has been affected, I believe.
Okay.
And the relationships,
Mm.
our relationship as a cohesive unit,
Mhm.
where it's allowed us to even see aspects of our lives which we haven't had time to talk about the
Wow.
nights of. And so it's bonded us,
I love
closer
it.
together. We've had some prayer, we've had some crying, you know what I'm saying?
Mm.
And so God has used that for our lives personally,
I love it.
individually, and then also collectively, as a team,
I love it.
that ministers together, even though we have different gifts and different talents that we're
Mhm.
using. And so I really am pleased and just really blessed by not just those things that have happened in those moments, but also even understanding the press that they go through. While
Yes.
you're trying to get here to rehearse, you got family,
Yes.
you just got off my job and I got to go back to
Yes.
work in the morning. And so I always respected the fact that everybody who comes is pressing through something possibly, but I
Mm.
could see more in real time, like what's going on in their lives and maybe
Mm.
how I can show up a little bit better. Instead of just guessing what they might need, and I try to like have some food for them when they come and things
Yes.
like that. And so I really appreciate my brothers. They really do strive for excellence. They have a heart for the Lord. And
Mm.
uh it is a lot. It is a lot. It's a commitment that you're committing for a year at this point now again.
Mhm.
We have all our dates out for the whole year and they have committed.
Yes. I
And so
saw
I don't
that.
take that lightly. I couldn't do this by myself. I appreciate
Wow.
everybody who is a part. And I know now that I think about it, I got off the question, but
You are right. You know
but
how we roll.
that is the preparation.
Yes, it is.
It
Yes, it
has been a
is.
preparation. And
Mhm.
so one of the things that's getting ready to be different this time, I'm smiling, but I don't know if
You
I'm
are
smiling
smiling.
if I'm
I see
smiling
you.
inside, but I'm bringing back my sandwiches. Um, Arnetta
Oh,
may know about them because she was around the time where I used to always do the sandwiches. So I'm bringing back my sandwiches this time,
okay.
and they're excited. Me not as much because I have to make them, but nonetheless, it's all in love.
Okay. I love a good sandwich, Miss Beautiful Thought. I love a good sandwich.
Well, these
I
are I
love
do
it.
for years every month.
Okay.
So they love them.
She said, yes,
People would
ma'am.
order cases of them even after and stuff like that. So
Okay. I
so
love
yeah,
it.
that's where
Well,
we
let me
are.
go back. Miss Robin says,
Yes,
let's give the foundational information about the P3.
absolutely.
So
Okay.
it stands for
Okay.
the Peaceful Poetic Place. We'll start there. This is the 9th year.
We're going into our 10th year. So it's been 9 years
Whoa.
already. Nine.
Wow.
Yes. Yes. Yes.
Wow. So if you had to describe it in a couple of sentences, what would you say the P3 is since you're the creator?
Yeah. Um, and not like an elevator speech tagline type of thing. Because I've had my little thing that I say when I post about the events and things, but
Mhm.
um it is and I have come to a better understanding. It is a community. So I say that first.
Yes.
Because that's not something that I used to talk about. That's
Okay.
so important. And God pressed that word into my spirit for a
Okay.
whole year. It is a community where believers can gather to draw strength from one another,
Mm.
to be able to express their reverence to the Lord through creative arts,
Mm.
and also to connect with people who are like-minded
Mhm.
and make them feel like family even if they
Yes.
just met. I mean, there's so much
Ooh,
that we could say, but
that's so
that's what
true.
came out.
I think you nailed it. Yes. I felt that. Let's go back to the community part. Uh, when you are dealing with things, it's going to go back to that mental health piece. Because
Yeah,
I
yeah.
don't know if you realize it unless you just been under a rock. If you are on social media, if you are anything that have breath, you should be aware that we are suffering. Many of us are suffering mentally. You have one young man who had a birthday party. He was shown living it up, and within seconds, he was no longer alive. Um, I had the chance to be trained in mental health first responder through my employer for adults. Then I sought after another organization's training for the youth version because
Mhm.
for what I do, even with podcasting, even with having a sister prayer group, even with all I do, I wanted to have that. And I'm no expert now, but I at least wanted to be in a forum where I can understand some things and how to watch and notice changes in people's behavior. I am not a mental health professional. I will say that. I don't pay one on TV. I'm not a doctor. I'm none of that. I am a human who loves people and wants to be of service. So when I notice certain things, No, I'm not getting ready to scream at them and say, go get a therapist. But I might just ask you, are you okay? Is there anything I can do? Do you need a hug? Do you need to pray? I mean, just little small things. Hello, is it DeLacy? Cobb, welcome. You in the right place. Well, come on in here and get you a seat. Welcome, welcome.
And
So
then get
with
you a
this
ticket so you
whole,
can get a seat over there
that's
too.
right. We want to see all of y'all. We're going to get the link up too for your tickets. But that mental health piece is important. I love how you're integrating that. What better place to get that kind of help than in your community?
Yeah.
Where you are cared for and where
Yes.
you're not judged and looked at like what, and you can feel the warmth. I'm telling you, in a community, if we do this thing right, you really should have everything you need, and we probably do and don't even know.
Yeah.
Everything that we need, we probably have it within our arm's reach in our community.
Yes.
And when you go to the P3, even though there may be different people there each time, there's some core veterans that show up, and we're the hospitality committee. Like, welcome, the unofficial hospitality committee. But this is,
let's make it official.
We should. I'm telling you, because when I'm there,
for real.
I know who's I've never seen before, and they get to rock it, and oh yeah, honey, you're gonna enjoy this. But there is a sense of family. When I look at you and the band and what you describe, that sounds like family. Like when you rehearse and you talk about life and you get to know each other personally, that sounds like family. And I think that's what's coming through from the stage to us. Do you agree with that?
Yeah. Nkosi and Jarrell, I've known them since even before I started the P3. Jarrell was the first drummer. Well, he percussion, he played djembe, so he just did the djembe. He was the first drummer or percussionist who ever played with me. My very first feature as a spoken word artist, that was 2000 and what, maybe 10.
Wow.
The P3 wasn't even thought of. I hadn't even fully found my voice yet, and then Nkosi has been with me even, a little bit after that. And so these are really my brothers. Like we've seen, like I have lived my life on a stage. After my brain injuries, I'm on a stage. I'm up there with, a cast on my arm. I'm up there with going on crutches. Like everything that I have gone through has translated, where I have gone to the stage and I have talked about these things. Or even if I had to take the hiatus for the couple years and coming back, I'm sharing transparently. This is what I've been going through. And this is what I need from you, community, to help me be able to do this. And that's how that's how I transitioned back. I had to say, this is where I am. And yes, I'm more healed, but I'm healing. Let's heal together.
Yes.
And so I really appreciate, like, I wouldn't be as healthy as I am without the Peaceful Poetic Place. Even now, even just the video that I put together for you, and I was listening to some words that Adonis said, and I was like, I need that right now. Like, I'm like, I got to get this done, but I need to stop and listen to this. I need that. I need that.
Ooh. And I think when I look back on some of the moments that you share in the posts, I have to say this, and you got to be there. Yes, you can listen and see. It's powerful, but there is something that's so just amazing that happens in those worship moments. And when you were saying y'all don't know what's going to happen, but what does happen is so for the moment, for the people in the room.
Yes. But if you think about it, where 2 or 3 are gathered, there I am in the midst. But it's not just, but he is omnipresent. So he's everywhere. So why does he say where 2 or 3 are gathered, there I am in the midst? That is that bond of connectivity. Everybody is connected together with the Father in sync together. You can't do that through digitally or at a separate time in a different place, other than when you're not in the spirit together. That is different. Wow. You can have a good experience, but you can't be in the spirit together.
Wow.
So whatever God is doing at that time, you experience it together.
I love that. And just fundamentally, music the arts. There are statistics that say those things help us in the area of mental health.
Yes. Yes, even positive thoughts
Mhm.
literally change your brain.
Yes.
Hugs, help create the right hormones to feel
Mm.
good, to feel well, to have a feeling of wellness about you. Like this stuff
Yes.
is science, but it's spirit because God
Mm.
knew what he was doing. We're just catching up to figure this stuff out.
Come
Like
on.
we need this
Ooh-wee.
for our health, literally, to be
Ooh-wee.
well.
And once you attend one, I just believe you'll never want to miss it. And yes, Sister Arnetta, I hope to see you at the next one. And I'm glad you stopped by the page too, because it was meant. God doesn't make any mistakes. He meant for you to stop by. And while speaking of stopping by, if you're on YouTube, go ahead and hit that subscribe button so you can set your notifications and get all these wonderful discussions.
Yes.
Who is going to be a part of this
Mm-hmm.
P3, Miss Beautiful Thought?
I feel like whenever I want to say like, oh, well, this time it's going to be this and this, but really every time it's just something so special. So this time what's so special
Hi, Simone.
about, hey, about the artist is that for the first time since we've been back in this new season,
Mhm.
is that we're going to have a quite a bit of spoken word. And that's
Okay.
not, we have had a lot of vocalists, but this particular event, we're going to have a lot of spoken word. So we're really going to be hearing testimony in the hearts and the transformations and the overcoming and the stories of
Mm.
people much more intimately.
Mhm.
And these writers are top notch. Like one of the people that I asked to come, she was like helping me. I would read her stuff on Facebook, and then
Mhm.
the first one I read, it disappeared. And I inboxed her. I said, why did you take that off? And so she was doubting her own. Like, I'm
Wow.
like, you do not understand how much you are helping me. And so she started
Wow.
posting more. And I was going to read one of her pieces. It was so
Mhm.
poignant and so in sync last P3. And I forgot. And I invited her. She's going to read it herself.
Yes. Come on.
So, and it's helping them draw strength for their journey and who
Yes.
God designed them to be. No, you need to
Yes.
speak.
That's
You're
that
designed to
cultivation. Come
speak.
on.
And then the other one, she is a pretty well-known spoken word artist from
Mhm.
the spoken word community, faith-based community,
Mhm.
back in the day. And so I'm bringing her out of retirement.
All right.
She's into now bodybuilding. She's a fitness coach and
Mhm.
all of that stuff. And so she really got super focused on that, and she no longer was doing spoken word. And so
Okay.
she actually has had a accident, and
Oh,
currently she cannot do her fitness.
wow.
And I knew it. I knew, I'm like, God is going to use this time to
Yes.
refine and re-strengthen her voice,
My
but
God.
use that, what she's going through. So
Mm.
they are so excited about coming and sharing their words with everybody. And they have been,
Mm.
I haven't seen people push the event like they have in a very long time, except you, of course. But it encourages me, and it helps me be more
Yes.
excited and
Yes.
revive, what's in me. Like when you have people who are partnering with you and you feel that
Yes.
energy, you feel that support, you feel that 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 faith in what God is doing through you. It revives
Yes.
all of us.
Yes.
So then we also have a vocalist that I met at another event that I was at where I did spoken word, and she sang. And so Lord, so what are their names? So we have Sapphira,
Mhm.
that's the first lady I spoke about. Carla, oh my goodness, I forgot her married name, but she's on the flyer. But they used to call her Melodic. So
Mm.
that's her. She does. I don't think she goes by that anymore, but
Okay.
that's her spoken word name. And then Lori Monet. So those are our three key highlighted feature artists.
Okay.
But we have Gene. We're highlighting Gene as well.
Yes.
So he's coming. He's doing some stuff on Healed, and he's ready. He's in that when that
We
started.
don't Gene don't play.
He's in that starting block. He's ready to go. So I was going to share a piece of the rehearsal with you all in my clip, but I decided to leave it out. But yeah, he's ready.
Okay. Okay. I got a comment for you. Robin wants to know, are there opportunities for those who may want to become a part?
Mm-hmm. Well, I'm always led to who I am have as part of the on platform. But the only way for me to really know is to connect in community and really see
Yes.
how I'm led. And so,
Yes.
I don't know how other people do it. They may just see like, oh, they can sing good, or oh, they could do this good.
Mm-hmm.
And yes, it does catch your attention, but I need to know who you are also.
Mm.
And so there's been people who do great things, but I wasn't led because maybe certain things that I saw or maybe didn't line up with the words
Mm-hmm.
they were speaking with their life, and so it's really organic from
Yes.
the platform to how things come together. Just this discussion is a perfect example of
Mm-hmm.
how God seamlessly orchestrated everything
Yes.
together. And so I
Yeah.
just really stay open to be led, and you know and that's the best way, and that's how we should live our life, just being open to being led, and he'll do what he wants to do.
I agree. And he does every time. I don't like missing any P3 encounters. The couple that I've have missed to due to illness or whatever. Oh my goodness, I'm not well. I'm just not
Oh.
well. It's just become such an important part when you're on this road to healing or to transformation or to just better. You have to watch where you go. You can't go just anywhere. You can't fellowship with just anyone doing anything because you saw a flyer. I guess for me, once I came for the first time and connected, community is very important to me. And I feel like we missed the mark because we don't give community a chance.
Yeah.
We've been groomed to fear connection and fear that and there is no fear in this process with the P3.
Not with love. Not with love there.
That's right.
And that's the thing.
Mm-hmm.
That's the thing. You have to not be scared to love. And when
Mm-hmm.
you love, it is vulnerable because that person could disappoint you. They
Yes.
could decide to leave. And
Yes.
that is, yes, we're honest. It is scary because it doesn't feel, nobody wants to feel pain. They don't want to feel uncomfortable. But in order to welcome in love, you got to be open to giving love. And you have to move fear aside to do that.
Absolutely.
So, that's the word. That's the word. There,
Absolutely.
yes, yes.
I thank you for creating this community because it has given people a chance, like you were saying, people who might not have felt so confident in their gift and not felt that it was even worthy. But I've watched even some of the P3 willing vessels that show up in the minstrels and the spoken word artists go from being a little nervous to just
Yeah.
like, oh, just
Yeah.
let God do what he's going to do. And
Mm-hmm.
I could literally tell when they start surrendering to God, and it's like their voice even changes. I'm like, ooh, yes,
The
on and popping
power.
now. Come on, Jay, come on. It's like, yep, it's on and
Oh,
popping.
that's a good point. That is a good one I know what you're saying.
It's
Yeah.
on and popping. Like, yes.
Yeah. Yeah.
How can I forget? I'll never forget. I'll never forget some of the pieces that I've heard that stick with me. Some of the people that I've been able to see blossom and flourish in what God has created them to do. It's so
Mhm.
powerful.
Mhm.
And it's encouraging to others that if God is giving you a gift, Lady Kells, hello. Love you, sister, like for coming through. If God has given you something down deep for you to do, flow in it. Lord, show me
Mhm.
what to do, where to go, who to link up with, so that can be cultivated and nourished
Yes.
in me.
Yes.
He
Yes.
gave you that for a reason. It wasn't given to you just to sit in a little corner in the corridors of your mind getting dusty. He gave you that because there's probably someone who needs to be free through that,
Yes.
whatever it is that you do. So yes, Robin, Connect with Natasha, beautiful thought. You all can speak about that. Hope to see you. It's this Saturday. Let's get down to the
Saturday.
location. This Saturday, the Royal Oak Women's Club.
Yes. And it's a house.
It's so
a house,
cute.
but it's a venue. Yes.
It's beautiful. It's perfect.
I was about to say that. It's so perfect.
It's just perfect for the atmosphere. It's perfect.
It's
Doors
our home.
open at what time?
At 5:15 p.m.
Okay. That gives you time to shop. So let's go into that. Who do we have that will be there for shopping?
Yes. So, well, to recap, we have my famous sandwiches, which Arnetta already testified to. The band definitely testifies, especially the ones who've been around. Jarrell and Nikosi, they definitely testified to that. And it was Jarrell's idea. I for sure didn't. I was like, okay, yeah, you're right. That is a good idea. So the other vendors, for one, we have Miss Latanya Harris Gooden.
Woo! Polished on purpose.
Yes, with paparazzi, jewelry, affordable, and all that jazz.
All that jazz.
We have Autumn Hummingbird, who does really fancy candles. Some of her stuff looks like food or different things like that. It's really,
I love candles.
Really divine the way she puts that together. Like the clean, healthy version of candles, not the Bath and Body Works. Literally. But moving on. We have pins and patches, and she has different brooches and car decals, and she's also doing vegan desserts.
Really?
Yes. So that's Miss Destiny, and she is a smorgasbord of gifts, artistic gifts herself. She dances, she sings, she does a little rap, she hosts an event, a Christian event. So yeah. And we have Java Mama Coffee and tea, honorable mention. But I love tea. So
me too.
My understanding is she's also going to have tea as well. So those are our vendors. We only have 6 vendors. If anybody wants to be a vendor, we do not do competing. So everybody has their own lane, their own category, and nobody is, overselling anybody else. We are still taking vendors for all the rest of the months throughout this year, 2026. But people are already starting to reserve some other spaces, for the year. So we have a mocktail vendor coming in May. She's already reserved her spot. And so I love to see the different varieties. But we also have our regulars who like to get their spots too.
Yes.
Missing our Bath and Body person. She missed her spot this month. So we're gonna miss her. But so definitely get your spot, get your table and lock it in.
And that's just an extension of what Miss Beautiful Thought is about. She's huge on support.
Yes.
So this is our opportunity for us to be supported as small business owners. Thank you.
But also the vendors are important to the community and to the atmosphere. I never look at vendors as just somebody who's paying some money to come sell something. It is important who they are and who they add to the atmosphere. And that's an extension of the event. Both before they see y'all, before they even see me.
Right.
I need y'all to represent the P3, in a peaceful, joyful spirit. And then also for the intermission where people don't want to come back, but yet, because they're so busy talking and fellowshipping and all of that. So
we can get the address, Miss Robin. That's a good point. Let's bring the address.
Yes. So I put my link up earlier. I'll drop it again so that you can get your tickets, and all of that information is on the website as well. So we're hoping you'll get your tickets in advance.
Okay.
But I also dropped the address, but really definitely connect to the website because it'll give you more information, that so what's going on and all of that. When you register, so you're entering at the back door. And bring somebody with you. We also are they still say handicap accessible. We have a elevator right at the back door. So that's not a deterrent for someone who might need the elevator. So yes, but I will say this, and just in all transparency, prices have gone up. And so, we pretty much usually have our vendor spots uh filled, but yeah, we need y'all. Like I
Yes.
couldn't do this at all without the vendors. But even still, like I said, I got wind after we reserved the whole year that the fee is going up for, for each time. So
Okay.
yeah, we appreciate you all.
Absolutely. I appreciate you as well. Speaking of elevator, when I first started going to the P3, I was on my cane.
Yes.
I had a lot of difficulty with my mobility. Since then, I think it's been about
Yes.
3 years, maybe even 3.5. I
Wow.
have been cane free for
Wow.
90 days. And I give
Yes.
God the glory. And a lot of it comes from being intentional with my thought life, my prayer life, forgiveness, going to places like the P3 that feed my soul, my
Mhm.
spirit. So it's like you feed your body, your spirit, man, your soul needs nourishment. And when it's not nourished and you're not in a good mental space,
Mhm.
you're susceptible to so many things, including physical dis-ease. Our body
Yes.
and mind is so interconnected. So the P3 for me has been that place of just peace. It's called the P3
Mhm.
for a reason. It truly is living up to its name.
Yeah. Yeah.
And we just have good, clean fun. Some of y'all ain't been out since 1971. It might be time, put you on a cute little outfit. Because me and Zeta's talking about we coming cute. Zeta, you still on here? Me and Z already said we gonna be cute. But just be comfortable. Be comfortable. Because you want to have that comfort to be able to just, just
Mhm.
be and
Mhm.
just enjoy and absorb and feel the wonderful warmth of what worship, true authentic worship feels like.
Yeah.
So, did we give out all the specifics? We got the
Well,
address.
I want to say that I see that the website has been blocked the two times I tried. So
Oh,
that's why I
okay.
typed it that way. So
Okay.
you'll have to type it, properly to be
Okay.
able to go. Yeah, so it
Okay.
blocked me.
Okay.
My beautiful thoughts. Uh-oh. Let's
I'm gonna
redo
type it
that.
again.
Okay.
Let me see. So it's case sensitive?
No. Mm-mm. I just do that to make it easier to read.
Okay, that makes sense. My beautiful thoughts with an
Thought.
S.
Yep, with an S. Dot
I'm
net.
typing it in, everybody. Dot
Net.
net.
And
Let me
dot
see.
com too. I have both. So, but dot net's the
Okay,
main.
coming right up. Let's see if we can get this and see if that looks right.
Yep, there you go.
Okay, so on the website, you're able to see information about the various dates, get
Yep, all the dates for the whole
tickets,
year up.
all of that. This is the time where you put this in your calendar so you can be sure. I know Miss Arnetta said she had an event this weekend, but she wants to be at
Okay.
the next one. So get those dates, put them in your calendar so you don't book nothing else on these dates because you want to get in
Yeah.
here. Vendors, get ahead of it and get your spots as soon as you can so that you have that secured spot. It's I've never seen a bad crowd. It's a wonderful crowd. I mean, the good thing is you have the lower level for your shopping. Right before you start, you can be walking around, meeting people, greeting, purchasing,
Eating.
eating all those wonderful things. Then we're gonna go up and get started with the event. There's an intermission where you can go back and eat more and shop more. It's very well organized, but it's open to the move of Holy Spirit. So I love how it just flows. And Natasha Anee, beautiful thought, is very sensitive
Mhm.
to what the Holy Spirit may want to do. Are you co-hosting with your brother this time?
He won't be co-hosting for a couple of the months this year,
Okay.
but most of them he will be. He won't be at this one.
Okay. All
But so
right.
that's when Gene shines even more.
And I tell you, Gene is he's a one-man band. I'm telling you, I just love him.
He
The
taught himself to play.
Did he?
Now, I'm telling y'all, the audience, when you see him, he has not been playing. When he came in 2019, it was the last one before, I had my body shut down, and he didn't know how to play piano back then.
Get out of
But
here.
over the last few years, he's just learned to play piano, and he's self-taught. And you will be surprised. He's on the grand piano. He's our main keyboardist,
Amazing.
our main piano player.
Amazing.
And
Thank
he
you,
plays
Miss
the
Martin.
cajon.
That's amazing. The entire band collectively is phenomenal.
They are.
I can't even. You just gotta be there.
You can fly on the wall in rehearsal. It's
outstanding. I have a question. If someone can put in the chat what the P3 theme is, you will win a ticket to the P3. If you remember, she said it earlier what the theme is, and you got to say it exactly the way she spelled it and said it, because it is deliberately written that way.
Yeah.
So if you want to win a ticket, hurry up and type in what this week's P3 theme is. It's one word. And as soon as I see it correctly, the Critical Conversations Network will sponsor a ticket for you to be in the house. So as soon as I see it, I'll let y'all know so we can get your ticket. Also, that same person that wins, you'll be able to walk up to my table, tell me who you are, that you won, and you will get a free item from Polished on Purpose, so we can be a blessing to you. I just appreciate you all. You all have been commenting and participating. Thank you. We're getting ready to wrap up. The Peaceful Poetic Place is this coming Saturday. Doors open at 5:15, and then we are able to get started with the evening around 6, I believe. But you'll be directed on where you should be.
But the band starts playing before that.
They sure do. So you get to hear that. You get to hear that. Even the beginning, and I'm telling you, I've been walking around shopping, and the band's been playing, and I remember your baby, your son was singing it, and it just hit me. I couldn't stop rocking. It was just powerful, and they hadn't even got started yet.
Right.
It was just the prelude to the prelude. So I want you to give some words. Before we do, I do need to let you know. Thank you for being here. Since I have you all here, number one, please subscribe to the channel. Please follow Critical Conversations Network on Facebook. On Sunday, January 25th at 7 p.m. For those of you who may not know, Dr. Crystal Fenderson is also a host on CCN. She comes on every fourth Sunday. She is coming on this week with a powerful show. It is called Celebrating Life, a candid conversation about women and wellness. She is the host of the Finally I Choose Me podcast and Facebook group. And this is an honest, courageous, and life-giving conversation about women's wellness, resilience, and the power of choosing you, even in the fight of your life. Her guests are either currently fighting or have overcome cancer. You want to be in the room. That's the fourth Sunday, January 25th, 7 p.m. Dr. Crystal Fenderson is a transformation coach and mental health clinician. That's her background. That's her training. She's licensed for that. She's this area's premier mental health expert. I've seen her on many panels in many conferences, and she knows what she's talking about. She has a testimony herself. So if you want to be in the room, just set notifications so that you know you can join that conversation. I'll be back with Power Hour. Andrew Griffin is still with us this year talking about confidence, and he's began a father-daughter coaching session, kind of a thing that he does and talks to dads on how to help them integrate back into families the way they should be. So that's his passion. He has 4 beautiful daughters. The Griffin Girls are an amazing singing group in this area. So he'll be back. Girl Chat Weekly is coming back. Y'all, menopause is real, honey. So we're gonna be going back to that as well. So just stick around. We're doing some big things over here in CCN land. I'm looking for that one word. Hi, Mr. Beatty, the CEO of Trailblazers with a Z Radio is in the house. If you know the theme of the P3, one word.
For January, yes, for
Or
January
January.
17th.
It's a January thing. One word. If I can see you type it, you will be attending the P3 courtesy of Critical Conversations Network. I'll keep watching the comments as the evening goes, and I'll announce the winner on Facebook, but I would love to see you all there. So before we go, I'm going to give my sister a chance to share whatever else she wants to share, and we're going to get out of here. Thank you all for joining us tonight. Can you all share this to at least 10 people? Thank you in advance. You got the floor, sis.
Okay. So I want to say, just to piggyback on the ticket, even if you can't come in person, you can always win it and get it to somebody else.
Yes.
But I'm gonna give you a little hint. It's in the chat.
That's a very good hint. So y'all better go find it,
yes.
and post it so you can get this ticket, and
Yes.
you get to come walk up to my table, my paparazzi table, and say, I was the winner. And you will get to pick a beautiful piece of jewelry. We were $5. We had to go up to 8, but it's still a good deal. But you'll get to pick a wonderful piece. So you get a double portion. So as soon as you go through the chat and find the answer, go ahead and post it. And first come, first serve, because I want to bless somebody. You'll never be the same. Come with the heart to receive. Everybody else, go buy your ticket. Go get your ticket. Bring someone. It's so fun to have someone. When me and Miss Zeta went together, we just rocked together. We just rocked together. We got a comment here. Hey, Fred, I would love to speak. You know what? I wish you could fly on in.
Right. What state is he?
He is in GA, Georgia. Are you still doing the streaming for subscribers?
Yes.
So if you can't be here, there is a way. If you are a subscriber of her, which page? The Natasha Anee page.
Natasha Anee.
Go to Natasha Anee, her page on Facebook. Subscribe. It's a small fee. Then you can watch the live stream. So go to her page and follow her. Subscribe to her channel, and then you will be able to watch from wherever you are. All right. Yes. So I'm gonna give my sister the floor.
Okay. Well,
you got it.
I am also on the board for Christian Reach magazine, and I am one of the writers as well. And a reason why I'm mentioning that is because I wrote an article that's probably coming out in February. The February issue is in regards to the woman with the issue of blood. And it came to my mind about this theme that's coming up, which I shall not say. But we talked about mind, body, I just say spirit, body, soul.
Okay.
And how all of those areas are necessary. It's necessary to be well in all of those areas, to fully be well, fully, completely. Yes. And when you think about the woman with the issue of blood, her touching the hem of his garment caused him to stop. However, when you think about real life. When you think about yourself, you think about people you know, you think about people who are going through something. Just because they say you no longer have this, you still may have to go through different aspects, because we're mental. We have the mental aspect, we have the emotional aspect.
Yes.
Physically, it may be put back together and look all right, but internally, there's still work that probably needs to be done.
Yes.
And this isn't in the article, but this is some notes that I had. I said, firsthand, it's a process to get back to normal completely. The mental is still healing, and the enemy will make you think you're still stuck.
My God.
Realizing it wasn't there where her healing lied in the garment itself, but in her taking steps to get what she needed from Jesus and not from men. It empowered her. It gave her dignity. It improved her self-esteem. But it's a reminder that even though you may have achieved that level of wellness, you have to learn to trust your body again.
Wow.
And stay in the present instead of keep going back to the past of what used to be, and remembering what God did for you already. It's already done. And so it's like chains in psychology.
Yes.
It might be gone, but you might still have some work to do mentally. And then the mind can catch up to the body, and then it will manifest in the way you show up for the world.
Wow.
Overall, the healing allowed her to be free, but she still had some work to do internally. And so I am encouraging you, as we meet together for the theme on January 17th, that you come connect with community as you still are doing the work of healing, which is an ongoing thing, even if it's dealing with a relationship that you need to still overcome mentally, even though you're no longer tied to that person. So come connect with us as we do this together at the Peaceful Poetic Place, January 17th.
Wow, that's powerful. I'm looking forward to this. I always look forward to this. Please go ahead and go on the website and get your tickets and learn more about what my sister does. We got to catch up. You're going to have to redo your bio because you got a whole lot of stuff that I don't have on my copy. But she is well balanced in the sense where she does a little bit of everything, but it's all God's work. Her heart is pure. If you've watched her page, she's an advocate for people who may not get the best treatment in their community, who may not get access to proper resources in their community. She's a voice for them. This is her life's work, and she is aligned with the work of Christ. I love that about her. Sometimes she get pushback, but she don't let anybody stop her because she knows what the objective is, and she knows who she's working for. So when
Can I say
who
this?
you're working for, yes, ma'am.
Oh yes, I want to say this one sentence, and I know I need to say it because it was put in me, and then what you said leads right to it. This is my declaration for you all for this year when you're thinking about alignment. No longer stay or go in places that require you to shrink your greatness.
Ooh, wow. Can you say that again, please?
No longer stay or go in places that require you to shrink your greatness.
Wow.
No more.
No more. Wow. That is powerful. Because I can even see in my head flashes of situations and scenarios very recent where I've done that to try to make people feel more comfortable, or they ain't gonna like me if I show this or if I say this, but no more. That's true transformation for me. No more of that. No more. And I don't apologize for what God has given me. I don't apologize for any of the gifts he's given me, anything that he's allowed me to accomplish in my life. I won't apologize for that.
No.
It's not to be arrogant, but I am convinced that it was God. I'm convinced. So we gotta put that on the screen.
Yeah.
Robin.
Natasha, it's so good to see you. I know I see you going through your healing. I hope you could come Saturday. I would love to come to connect, to hug you. But thank you for posting that. And I want you to know you are not forgotten. I have to say that to my sister.
Wow. And welcome to the show. Thank you all. Robin said that will preach. That's a whole revival without the tent. That's a whole Sister
Well,
Arnetta. That
quiet
part.
as it's kept, I am planning. I already have a vision for an event for my sisters. Don't shrink, sis. Stop
Wow.
shrinking. That's an event that's coming. So just hold on
I'm,
to that thought.
I'm glad you said that. Prayer nights. Can you touch on that?
Oh yes, so started 2 weeks ago, Tuesday, coming up on
Mhm,
our third week. We have a
mhm.
10-week streak of prayer nights,
Okay.
creative prayer nights. So each week we'll do something different before we actually go into prayer. The
Okay.
first week we actually created a song together and we were able to play it right live right there, and that
Wow.
was a backdrop to our prayer. And we actually did that in a way also the second week because it was really a lot of fun and just really awesome to see. And so, but I have another activity we're going to do next week. But yeah, we'll be doing some journaling. We may have you bring your instruments and you're just doing your own thing in the background for a few minutes before we gather into prayer. Just each week will be something different and creative. And so even if you don't feel creative, I will help you find a way that you can tap into your
Oh,
creative
yes, you
side.
will. Trust and believe. And I'll make sure I'll post that flyer. It is on her page. So you need to just follow her, all of her pages, so you can see these different things that she's doing um, that are helping us. Prayer is so essential. So, and then be able to incorporate the creativity piece in
You have to.
prayer. She's so outside the box. I just love it. I just love it. All right. I think we've covered everything. Thank you,
Thank
my
you.
sister. Thank you. Thank you for always accepting the invitation. I always leave refreshed and revived after our conversation. I will be seeing you on Saturday. Everyone in the chat, thank you. If we still haven't seen that one word, the theme for this January's P3, I'll keep watching and I'll announce the winner. You will get a ticket to the P3 this Saturday, and you will be receiving a complimentary piece of jewelry from yours truly, LHG, and the Polished on Purpose collection. Whew, that was good. Thank you. Get on her website, read more about what she's doing. Keep her in prayer as
Please.
she continues to do God's work. You enjoyed yourself, Sister Robin. Thank you. Thank you. Just keep her in prayer. Pray for everyone that's going to go forth. Um, they have a responsibility that they carry too. Pray that the hearts on the other side of the stage, like mine, will be ready to receive what God has individually packaged for us through this collective work
Yeah.
experience.
Yeah.
God is even intentional about what He has to go forth. And I always grab, oh, that's for me. Yep, that's for me. That's for me. So we're going to say good night. Thank you all for your time. I'm glad you enjoyed yourself. And when I see the winner who says that one word, that theme, I will announce it. Thank you, Sister Arnetta. I love you all so
Yes.
much. And we are out of here. Hope to see you all Saturday. Good
See
night,
you.
everybody.
Good
Thank
night.
you. Bye bye.